Hello, everybody. I am ARMR, and what I watched today is Book 1, Episode 5 of Avatar The Last Airbender, The King of Omashu. This was a really hilarious episode, and I had a ton of fun with it. I mean, it started right off the bat with their little disguise for Aang as an old man. His little old man act was great. The fake name he came up with, I can't even remember it, let alone pronounce it. But I did love how they had Katara be like right up on the beat there, just rattling it off and nice and easy. I love the guard. The guard was just like yelling at Sokka, "Help your elder." It was just beautiful. Great scene. I did like how they used the flashback to set up the crazy stunt that Aang decided to do with the mail delivery system. Let's talk about that mail delivery system for a second. I love seeing stuff like that in these kind of cartoons, like the infrastructure of a world where magic and superpowers, that kind of stuff, is real. Like earthbending put to practical use. Because, I mean, if you had these powers, earthbending, firebending, airbending, all these element bending powers, of course you wouldn't just use them for fighting all the time. You would find practical uses for them. And that's what we saw here, was a practical use for them. And then Aang finding a way to make it fun. Admittedly, he does this a lot, where he'll do something that he heard was fun, or in this case, he remembers being fun, without really thinking of the consequences. Like, he'll just sort of jump right in, and then afterwards, well, he's gotten in trouble. We saw it last episode with the fish, and the Onagi just sort of creeping up, and him not noticing it till the last second there. But it really plays to his character. He's still a young kid. He's still not, he's still maturing. He's still growing up, and he'll learn this eventually. I really love the trials, though admittedly, thanks to the flashback and the amazing character design work, I could tell, I guessed it was Boomy right off the bat, basically. Though the trials, admittedly, they played to his demented genius. They played with the, they really played to the strength of the character of Boomy. In the initial flashback scene, we have Aang basically saying, you're a demented genius, and Boomy having his line of, you have to look outside the box, basically. You have to look at things from another angle. And I'm surprised Aang didn't figure out faster that this was his friend testing him. Though admittedly, I can see how he wouldn't guess with it having been 100 years. I mean, the guy looks old, but not quite that old. I did quite enjoy it when it turned out that he hadn't just deceived them on his intelligence, that he had also deceived them when it came to acting like a frail old man. He just stands tall and he's this huge muscle-bound dude. That was really cool. And then, once the characters have figured out it's him, there's that that line that still makes me laugh. "Who you calling old? I'm old." It's I just love that guy's sense of humor. I would love to have him as a king, as crazy and hard to understand as you could be at times. And it's also kind of cool to see a character that, is old enough to have known Aang 100 years ago. And I also loved how the note they went out on. It really, made me laugh out loud when they destroyed the cabbage cart guy's cabbages again. Anyhow, that's all I had to say about that episode. You guys have a great night.